Hi, and welcome back. Today we're looking at When We First Met. It's on Netflix. It's been on Netflix for a little while before I started doing the channel, but I wanted to come back and revisit it because it didn't get many stars. It did terrible on Metacritic. It came out in 2018 as a movie. It's currently on Netflix. You can pull it up and watch it. Again, it's When We First Met. And I thought it was a nice romantic comedy. You know, it wasn't too raunchy. It didn't feel forced. It had a different take on the whole time travel idea. And, you know, it even had some sweetness in there. I don't want to do any spoilers. If you've watched the channel before, you know I try not to tell you anything that's going to happen in the movie so that you can find out for yourself. But I try to generally and vaguely, so I don't ruin it for you, give you any spoilers. Give you any, not give you any spoilers, that's the opposite of what I just said. Give you a quick review of my thoughts on it so you can decide if you want to spend your time on it or not. And if you like Adam Devine, which if that's his real name and it's not like a stage name, good on him. That's great. If that's your stage name, it sounds like you should be an R&B singer or something. I guess he was in Pitch Perfect, so that would make sense. But, you know, with Adam Devine, I thought he was really good in Modern Family. He reminded me a lot of the dad. They obviously did that on purpose, and he played the role extremely well. Kind of naive, funny, nice guy on Modern Family. And I liked it so much that I saw that he was the sarcastic bad boy on Pitch Perfect. Which, you know, he did a good job in that role too. He was funny in there. I watched his stand-up show and hated it. Was not a fan. That was one where I think I gave it about 25 minutes, and I was like, I can't. This is just bad. Not to say that I can do better, just that I didn't enjoy it. I don't recommend it at all. But in this movie, I thought he did really well. You know, he carried the lead role very well. And between Modern Family, Pitch Perfect, and When We First Met, he showed a lot of range. And, you know, I think that you'll enjoy him in this movie. He plays a very likable character. He goes back and forth from being, you know, very selfish to loving others and putting them ahead of himself. I don't want to say too much because I feel like if I do, you might be able to dissect it. Don't think too hard. Don't dissect it. Then you have Alexandra Daddario, and Shelley Hennig. I'm not sure what else Shelley was in, but Alexandria, I think she was in Baywatch, which was horrible. Let me see. And she did a good job in the movie. Yeah, she was in Baywatch, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Percy Jackson's Lightning Thief. I didn't see that. But anyway, yeah, she did a good job. She was a good actress. You know, playing the same scenario over and over and trying to stay in character, but serve a new outcome and help push the storyline forward while basically doing repetition. You know, I thought she did well with it. The third lead, or in order, the number 3, Shelley Hennig was a very likable character, very relatable character. I thought she did a good job. She was in Teen Wolf. I'm trying to think about what she played in there because I watched that and I don't remember her from that. Unfriended, Ouija, and When We First Met. So, didn't see the other ones, but I've seen Teen Wolf, and I'm trying to figure out who she was in there. Maybe it was a smaller role. But good actress. She showed range. She was a likable character. And, you know, the characters who don't have to do everything right in the story, but still make the audience love them, that's a great quality. And that's the part that she played. And she had a wide range of different actions that she needed to do in it. So I recommend it. When We First Met, if you haven't checked it out, go ahead and tune on in. And please subscribe and save. I try to keep the reviews quick, spoiler friendly, and let you know if there's something that I've seen lately in the theaters, an event, or on Netflix, so that you don't have to waste your time getting into it if it's no good. So thanks again for watching. Okay, so I found who she plays in Teen Wolf. Now this is Teen Wolf the series, not the original movie or anything like that. She played one of the seasons, I think it was for 3 years, is what it says on IMDb. She played this girl who had turned into a wolf, and like for years never came out of it. And she was able to come out of it, and it's kind of her story. She did really well with that. The Teen Wolf series was not good. It had really bad acting. The best friend did a really good job, but as a whole, it had a lot of missed opportunities, and it depended a lot on its, I guess, CGI, rather than the story. Like they set up a lot of good stories, and then they didn't fulfill them. They didn't come to completion. They came up lacking, and a lot of things came forced. Or when they had a good plot line, they pushed it through. Or at one point they made one of the villains like this pure hero out of nothing for no good reason. So it was really a bad series. I think maybe if you're a preteen or something, you might really like it. But there's some good acting in it from some of the actors. Let me pull up. Shelley Hennig did a good job with that one, and then the other one had to be. Let me find the best friend in Teen Wolf, because he's worth noting. Cast. IMDb. Holland Roden? I'm going to guess this is him. Holland Rodan? No, that's a girl. She was the number 2. Now, was that his first love interest? Because if it was, she did a good job. It might have been somebody that came in after I just couldn't watch the series anymore. Oh, yeah. I guess she became a higher ranking character on the show, but no, that wasn't for me. I actually I thought she was a good actress, Holland Roden, but did not like her character at all. Dylan O'Brien, maybe? Let's try that. Yes, Dylan O'Brien, best actor on the show. Great job, man. It's hard to be a promising actor on a bad show. Scroll Trials, Maze Runner, and he did a really good job. If you guys have noticed, when I talk about a show not being any good, I try to go ahead and breeze past it. I'm not looking to stir the pot or put anyone on blast, or even especially someone's performance. Mostly when the shows are bad, it's bad writing, lazy writing, and they're just pushing forth a product. But sometimes the acting is bad. But I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad or anything like that. Because if you've seen the Taylor Swift documentary, obviously her being as big of a star as she was, or is, one of the biggest stars in the world, it still hurt her feelings when people said bad things about her. So, I definitely don't want to be that person who's hurting anyone's feelings, or even someone's feelings who likes that star. So it's never personal. I'm not hating on anyone.